What's up? What's up, y'all? I'm back again. Sorry about that. Your boy got caught up in some ish. Oh man. I'll wait for some people to get up in here. If not, guess what, dude? I know it's kind of late right now, y'all, but this was on my mind. I'll wait for a couple people to get up in here, then I'm going ahead. I'm gonna go on in. And I know this question shouldn't be, well, kind of be, kind of gonna be difficult for some people to answer. Hopefully, they start sending out the notifications. I'll give it a few more minutes, and I'll go ahead and I'll go in. What's up? What's up? Whoever's in here. I know not too many people up late. What's up with it, Ted? I see you in the building, man. I already know Ted gonna say something, man. Gonna say something crazy. I'll get started in just a second. Make sure y'all hit that like button too. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I know y'all gonna like this discussion. I'm sorry about earlier, man. I got caught up in some ish, but we good now. We got everything set. We good. Appreciate y'all hitting the like. Hope I didn't catch all of y'all off guard either. Going late like this. Welcome, welcome. Hit the like. Hit the like if you come in. All right. Look, I'm gonna just go ahead and go on in. All right. Um, First off, let me go ahead and give a shout out to the LDBC, the Lions Den basketball and boxing communities. All right. Before I go ahead and get started now, I want to give a shout out to the brother Mario. I was on Ticket TV's platform. Make sure you go ahead and sub to the brother Mario. He's got both a Spanish channel and an English sports channel too. I was on Ticket TV. Shout out to Ticket TV. I was on his live stream earlier with Mario, and I was chopping it up with him and the brother T Price or Old Head Podcast. Shout out to T Price and Old Head Podcast. Go sub to him. And it's interesting because me and Mario were having a conversation about we were talking about a whole lot of stuff, but he asked me a question who I felt was the best defender in the league, and we kind of got around to some uh, other things that we were talking about or whatever, but I didn't really get to specifically answer his bottom line, his question, and he wanted to know, in my opinion, who is the best defender right now in the league now. And I had to ask him, okay, is he talking overall? Is he talking perimeter defender? Or is he talking low post, front line defender, and or front court defender? And if I had to choose right now who I think is the best defender, like on ball defender, it's kind of a toss up between two people. But right now, because of his impact, I have to go with Drew Holiday. Okay, I have to go with Drew Holiday, and I know some people are going to ask me, well, why am I not choosing Rudy Gobert or even Alex Caruso? There's some people that say, Marcus Smart. There's some people that say Jaren Jackson Jr. Earlier, I mentioned Wembanyama because Wembanyama's leading the league in blocks. But I choose Drew Holiday, man, because of his sheer impact, man. Uh, I mean, we could get into all the numbers and all the, the analytics and all that other stuff. Well, yeah, Kawhi is, he's been pretty good as far as defense and offense, but I'm talking about just solely defense or whatnot, and let's just be honest. Let's just be honest, Ted. And it doesn't take anything away from Kawhi because I think he's playing at like I said, an MVP level. I've already mentioned Kawhi as, of course, he's playing like he did when he was with the Raptors and the Spurs and all of that. He's looking probably better than what we've ever seen before. Only thing is that he needs to go ahead and put the icing on the cake with the championship. But I got Drew Holiday, man, because if you look at what the Bucks are missing, you could clearly see that they're missing Drew Holiday, and that's what I mean. Uh, Drew Holiday did so much, man. He did so much for that team that got so unnoticed. But if you noticed, a lot of people used to talk a lot of trash about Drew Holiday, especially when he would be messing up on offense. Now, there's some people that say Giannis. Now, I was between, like I said, I've been between Giannis and I've been between Drew Holiday. The only reason now according to some people, they got Rudy Gobert as number one. You said the Bucks, Miss Grayson Allen defense. Yeah, his old dirty ass. Yeah, but nah, Grayson Allen, he did good. I just don't, he's a dirty ass player sometimes, man. And even though he went to my squad, he went to Duke, man, but he's still a dirty ass player. But yeah, they miss him. They miss Drew Holiday. And another person they miss too is PJ Tucker. And well, PJ Tucker, he's been disgruntled with the Clippers, man. I meant to talk about that too with PJ Tucker, but he's really been disgruntled with the Clippers and everything. But it's just because PJ Tucker isn't the same. He's older now, man. He got to realize he can't do a lot of the things that he used to do anymore. but I'm going with Drew Holiday, man. Drew Holiday can cover so much ground. Giannis can do the same thing, but I'm giving it to Drew Holiday because now here you have you have the Celtics who are, I think the Celtics, to my knowledge, they're number one in defensive rating. Well, I think it was Minnesota. Minnesota was number one. I think Mario was saying that earlier. Who was that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Come on with it. I know True the King wants some of this, man. Man, y'all go sub to my boy True the King, man. Yeah. See, how come anytime I mention the Celtics, this motherfucker want to come up in here? Or anytime I talk about defense, he want to come up in here. Yeah, they number 3, but they was number 1 though. True. It was It was between Minnesota, New York was up there at one point, and they've been changing from week to week. But hey, we talking about who the best defender is. Who you got, True? What's up? What's up, Brown Sugar? Who you got, True? I want to hear True ass, man. What he got to say? Like I said, man, go sub to True the King, man. One of the best debaters on YouTube, man. I want to hear this, man. I gotta hear this dude. I know he be talking about, and you better not say Tatum either. You said the best defender is AD. Now, some people did say AD. I would say he's but I gotta go. I still gotta go with your boy, man. I gotta go with Drew Holiday, man. Either Drew Holiday. Some people are saying Rudy Gobert, and some people have said Alex Caruso. Now, I look at impact, man. Look at what Drew Holiday has done for y'all. True. I know with a combination of Porzingis, Mike Conley Jr. Yeah, but AD is balling this year. Hey, that's facts though, True. They can't make no memes about him this year. They can't make any memes about him this year. They can't talk trash. They can't talk about my neck and my back and all that other stuff. That's what I was telling Mario earlier on Ticket's channel. You can't talk about him like that no more. And you know who else is a slept-on defender, but I think he'll get better with time. The way he plays the passing lane, man. I've mentioned Anthony Edwards. Elite, but Derek White. Has been better defensively this year. You think so? Okay, let me ask y'all. Okay, now, Ted, you getting to somebody that I like. Now, keep in mind, am I right? Is Wemby still leading the league in blocks? He was number 1 last time I checked. If Wemby keeps up at the pace, Mario, True, Ted, and Brown Sugar. Check this out, True. Check this out, right? Mario asked me, can Wembanyama actually make all defense first team his first year? He asked me that. And I'm like this, True. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Wimby can fuck around and do it, man. Oh yeah, I know he will. I mean, the way he changes everything, man, and that's what Ted was telling everybody earlier in the chat, because I asked who would be carrying the league. Man, the way he's playing defense, man, I might, because I said Anthony Edwards is going to be the face of the league, okay? I mean, you got any arguments there? I know True the King probably going, he probably going, he probably going to say somebody else. But I got Anthony Edwards carrying the league. I would say for the after Brian and them get up out of here. But Wembanyama is making the case. Wembanyama I'll give Wembanyama about 5, maybe 6 years, probably less than that, because he's picking up stuff so fast. And the thing that I love about Wembanyama, man, is he challenges everything, no matter if he gets dunked on or not. That's what you got to appreciate about him. You said can make defense first team. Right. Oh shit, Ted, for real? Oh man. And see, I want a nigga like him in the All-Star game. I want Wembanyama in the All-Star game. True, you cannot sit up there and tell me, because True, if you sit up here and you tell me you like that All-Star game, because I know Ted didn't like it, and I know Brown Sugar hated it. You cannot tell me you like that All-Star game, especially with 211 points, knowing damn well you like defense. Thank you. Yeah. I figure after about 190, True, you was like, nah, man, I'm cutting this off. Cause you know what I'm saying, Ted and True and Brown Sugar, man, I want to see some sort of competitiveness. I mean, shot after shot after shot after shot. Like Dame, he came out in the report and just said, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just keep shooting until man, come on, man, that's not what it's about, man. I mean, at least by the third quarter, man, y'all got to get somewhat competitive. Right. Yeah, hey, you know what? Honestly, I was more. You know what had me more amped, y'all? And this is gonna surprise a lot of people. I did a video on this, True, and Ted know I did, and Brown Sugar do. The 3-point contest with Steph and Sabrina had me more on the edge of the seat, because it was the pair. I ain't gonna say, well, it was kind of like that anxiety, that anxious factor. It was just seeing if what type of pressure, how he was going to respond to pressure of actually being beat by a WNBA player. I was more in tune to that than I was the dunk contest. Because Jaylen Brown, man, he disappointed me. I thought Jaylen Brown was going to come up with something. I felt like, what's his name, Toppin got kind of robbed. He should have made it. He should have made it to that second round. What's up with it, Be Nice? You said AD is the only one playing hard on the Lakers. No, I got to disagree with you on that. AD's not the only one that's playing hard. D'Lo's playing hard. Austin Reeves is playing hard. Nah, there's multiple players that's playing hard. What's his name? Rudy Hachimura. He's playing hard. So but AD has been the best on there. So I gotta disagree with you on that. Yeah, Cam Reddish. And I would like Cam Reddish on the Sixers, man. We could have used him tonight, man. We took an L to New York. This man, New York bust our ass tonight, man. And I know what people gonna say. We're missing Joel. Yeah, that might be true, but it's a learning process for Maxey, man. It's a learning. He's been put in that position. He's been thrown in the fire plenty of times before. So I think he's going to respond to it because he's going to have to get used to this. Once we move on from that Joel Embiid era, Maxey's going to have to get used to this because tonight he had 35. You said the three-point contest was way better than the dunk contest. Yep, that's fact, Brown Sugar. I like the fact that the three-point contest was actually exciting, man. Especially when it came to Steph and Sabrina. But that's what people were waiting on. They was automatically giving. They was waiting on Steph to lose, so and this ain't to offend any females or anything like that, but the narrative that they were gonna push was that women could do this and I told you so and all that other stuff, but I don't think Steph would have cared. But the question was he going to take a hit on his legacy and all this other stuff? I'm like, are you serious? A 4-time champion, all-time three-point champion, a Finals MVP, one of the best to ever do it. In some people's eyes, they consider Steph Curry as the GOAT. He has a case to be one of the greatest of all time, to be top 5, at least in my eyes, he does. You said All-Star game was like the Globetrotter. Yeah, exactly. Now that I agree with you. Let's just keep it real. Yeah, I know. Hey, it's like, you know what? I compared that three-point contest kind of to when Mayweather, and I know Mayweather, he's been taking a lot of hits after that interview and everything on the Pivot podcast and everything, but it's like when Mayweather used to carry the fights and everything. That's what I compared it to. I mean, because Steph Curry, he has that ability. He wants to. Jordan versus Zeke, 1-on-1. Next All-Star. Hey, you know what? Man, I don't know, man. Jordan been sitting his ass down. I don't even think Jordan been hooping like that, man. And Isaiah, he probably could just put up some shots or whatever, but I don't know how he can move. They do need a shakeup, man. But honestly, I don't often agree with Stephen A. Smith on a lot of the stuff he says. But the one thing I do agree with Stephen A. Smith is that they need to go across the country, have all these various dunkers. Like I said, bring, kind of dwindle it down to maybe 100 contestants. Then out of that 100 contestants, bring it down to 10, and then the 10 final contestants, they compete at a chance to actually be on the big stage. I think because look, Matt McClung, I mean, he's not even playing. He's not even playing in the league. I mean, he's in the G League, so he's actually giving people hope. A lot of people. I mean, they're like, man, he's making his name on TikTok. Oh, you got Zeke? Nah, man, I got Jordan all day, man. I'm sorry, but I do got Zeke as my starting point guard. But nah, he ain't messing with he ain't messing with Jordan. I'm sorry. Jordan lived for one-on-one, and I love Isaiah. I make no mistake about it. I love Isaiah, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I took a lot of heat for having him as my starting point guard. But he ain't messing with Jordan. He ain't messing with Jordan, man. I'm sorry. He is not messing with Jordan. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button when you coming in here, man. Make sure y'all sharing this video. Make sure y'all sharing this video. I know I'm on late. I'm on here later than usual. I got some night owls. I know Brown Sugar a night owl. You said Zeke is still in shape. I haven't really. The only thing I haven't seen him run and up and. I mean, it's good to like look like you in shape and everything, but I'm talking about actually getting up and like if he's playing in the big three or he's playing in the 40 and up league or something like that, you know, an old man league or something like that, then I'll be like, okay, yeah, he probably gonna give Jordan the business. But if I haven't seen any of that, then I really can't say that. I really can't say that. Because you can look good all day, man. As soon as you start running, you have your hands on your knees, huffing and puffing. Now, Zeke was a slept-on defender himself. Now, he might have not have been as good as some of the others on the Pistons team. Now, of course, you know, you had to give it to Dennis Rodman, but another slept-on defender that I think doesn't get enough credit, and he actually knew how to play clean defense, was Joe Dumars. Yeah, please hit my like button. Make sure y'all hit my like button, man. Hit that like button. You say, is anybody really playing any? Yeah. I mean, look, there are still guys that really still play defense, and I just named the guys that we've been mentioning. Be nice. They still take pride in defense. I mean, Jimmy Butler. I hope everything's going all right with his family and everything. Bam Adebayo, he still takes defense pretty seriously. You know, and those are guys that, you know, like, it's sad that we got to call those guys two-way players. You know what I'm saying? But once upon a time, it was just like that's what you were supposed to do, was play defense. Like Ted had just mentioned a few minutes ago, Kawhi still takes pride in defense. Shout out to the Clippers. I know Clippers been receiving a lot of hate, but hey, I got to give them credit. Russell Westbrook, he takes pride in playing defense. Yeah, on Bam. I mean, Bam. This is what people got to understand, and I was telling Mario this earlier on Ticket's channel when I went up there. Bam had a case almost every year. Bam is in the top, at least the top three in block shots, and he always has a case for defensive player of the year. And I know the last like the previous like 2 or 3 seasons, especially when he was having to carry the load by himself. Oh man, he definitely had a case for DPOY. Yeah, I like Clint Capella, man. Yeah, I like Clint Capella, man. Some of these guys I actually want on the Sixers. I wish Mo Bamba would step up, man. Mo Bamba, coming out of Texas, man, I thought he was gonna do so much more, man. I was raving about this dude, man. Like how Wembanyama is playing. That's how I wanted Bobo and guys like Bobo and Mo Bamba. That's how I wanted them to play. Oh, Kevon Looney. Yeah, you say you can tell in Bam's body language too. Yeah, exactly. And Bam actually lost a little bit of weight too, because he wanted to switch to the 3, if I'm not mistaken. Because Bam was playing he was playing the 4 sometimes, and sometimes playing the 5. Which I didn't agree with that, you know what I'm saying? Because I liked him, where he was at. But he said he wanted to move his game out, which I could respect. He's trying to transition. Yeah, Aiden, man, but see, he over there crying about max contract. Be nice, man. Listen, everybody knows this. Shout out to Hitman X, man. Go sub to my boy Hitman X channel. I'd already talked to Hitman X, and I talked to True the King about this. This was about a couple years ago, man. This was when Aiden was still on the Suns. If you go look at my older videos, man, I was defending Aiden. Everybody was like, man, what is you talking about, Aiden, and stuff like that. Now I got to eat my words because this dude up in here, like you said, be nice, acting lazy. Then he want to cry about max contract. Then he want to start complaining and doing all this other nonsense at the wrong time when they lost that big series when he was still with Phoenix when they played Dallas. Boy, I was so upset at Aiden, man. I was really, really upset at Aiden. You said he has a bum mindset. I'm not, well, Aiden, like B Nice was saying, he plays when he wants to, and that's not gonna get it done. I actually had Aiden as one of the premier bigs in the league, man, at one point. Listen, this is all Aiden had to do when he was with Phoenix that year. All he had to do was just don't say nothing, okay? When the negotiation come up or whatever, go ahead, put it out on the table. Say, look, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, because he was playing solid. I don't care what nobody says. He was averaging a double-double, and that was there was sometimes when they wasn't really getting him to rock like they wanted to. It was kind of like, okay, hey, he was doing all this work and stuff, which I could understand. Okay, I would have went there, went to management and everything. Hey, look, what y'all offering? And then after that, I would have exercised everything, and then started started making the move and look elsewhere. And then went ahead and made a move. That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do. But no, you want to sit up there and you want to take it out on Monty Williams and the whole entire damn team. Yeah, he too moody, man. Man, he worried about playing PlayStation games and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Playing PlayStation games and all that other stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You need to be getting better. Now, I gave him a second chance after he had violated the drug policy and everything. I was like, okay, and that was when he first got into the league and stuff. I was like, okay, well, let me see what this dude is about. Let's give him another chance. Then he slowly, started progressing and everything. Then, he was having a good couple seasons in Phoenix or whatever. Still has some work to do. Then when I saw that he was really working on his game, he was working out with Embiid. He was working out with Giannis. They had their whole little African thing going on. He was working out with KG. They all worked out together. What you think about Russ? Okay, doing Chudy TikTok video. um, yeah, Russ is my favorite player. That's me and Brown Sugar. That's her favorite player. I love Russ. Everybody know, and everybody hate me for it too. That made me like Russ even more. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, is he the most efficient player? No. I mean, he's gotten better. Is he is he your prototypical point guard? No. But the thing I love about Russ, man, is he got heart, and I like his ferociousness. You know what I'm saying? I like. There's a lot of other things that I love about Russ, man. His game, rather, that a lot of people don't really understand. But I like Russ, and I like his mentality because he could have sat up there and kept at the starting position, even considering the fact that last season he was playing shorthanded, and the Clippers did better with Russ than they thought they were. But guess what? He said, you know what? I'll take the high road. I will sacrifice for the team. And guess what? The Clippers are doing good. Yeah, they're talking about Harden, how he hasn't missed a game. I talked about it this morning. Yeah, we're talking about Paul George, how he been hooping. You know what I'm saying? He been concentrating on playing bully ball. Of course, Kawhi, MVP level. You know what I'm saying? Zubac been doing his thing. Norman Powell, he been hooping. But they failed to talk about the most important thing, and that was Russ' sacrifice. Yeah, man, I'm always down with Russ, man. And I would like to see him get a ring, even though I'm a Sixers fan. If the Clippers win the championship, hey, I might celebrate too, because they got red, white, and blue just like the Sixers. and guess who on there? Russell Westbrook. You said the Clippers are doing better now because of Russ. Yeah, and look, This has always been the Clippers thing, man. They'll do good, they'll do phenomenal in the regular season and everything, and then when it gets to the playoffs, all of those guys that are on there, they fold in the playoffs. Even Russ, okay? Let's talk about James Harden. Every time it gets to the play, James Harden will be balling in the regular season or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he'll have a good couple of games. He might have one or two good games in the playoffs. Then next thing you know, when it starts getting tight, when the pressure gets on, he folds under pressure. You've seen it time and time again. Matter of fact, he holds the record for the most turnovers in a playoff game. And then you got Paul George. Love Paul George, man. Love his game. He remind me when before the injury and everything, man. He always reminded me of T-Mac with way better defense. You know what I'm saying? But they call him playoff P for a reason. Way off P. He failed to capitalize in big moments. You know, we got to hold the smoke with Kawhi too. Kawhi, when they lost that 3-1 lead, that was on Kawhi too. I know a lot of people don't want to admit that, but it's true. So and then Russell Westbrook, he's had his struggles in the playoffs, failed to capitalize. You said Harden is the main one that. Nah, well, all of them, but we gotta say hey, be nice, man. We gotta hold. I hold all of them. I hold all of them accountable, and that includes Ty Lue too, man. Ty Lue is not off the hook because you just as important because you the coach too or whatever. And I'm glad Ticket had put that out there too, because listen, Ty Lue has had his fair share of struggles, but they seem to never talk about that. They seem to, and they call him the best coach in basketball. That's according to Stephen A. You know, I mean, look, be nice, man. I hold everybody. I hold everybody accountable, man. I don't just be like, oh yeah, it's just one person. That's just the way. That's the way I look at it. I think all of them are phenomenal players. They all have they all have they got that issue to work on, and that's capitalizing in key moment. Well, but the difference is that Kawhi, he has championship experience. Russ has the experience of being there. But he got to get over that hump. Yeah, I mean, look, when we talk about Harden, listen, Harden in H-Town, OKC, I don't, he made it to the finals, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about Harden as the main guy, or to a lesser degree, maybe the second option. You got to realize on the with the OKC Thunder, he was a six man, and nobody thought that Harden was going to be doing the stuff that he was doing when he went to H-Town. Okay, let's just be honest. Okay, when he got to H-Town, he's had he's had a lot of opportunities. His biggest kryptonites were the Warriors. That was his kryptonite, and the Spurs one year was his kryptonite. Okay, do we need to talk about when Ginobili had an old ass Ginobili blocked his ass? Do we have to go back to? Do we got to bring that up? Do we got to bring up the fact they were up by how many? They were up by. They had a double-digit lead, and then lost that lead, and they ended up losing. Because some people, they want me to get specific and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Do we got to go and talk about Brooklyn? Okay, now Brooklyn, I know he was hurt and all that stuff, but when you had a chance, when you were by yourself, you started making excuses because stuff got too tight for you. All right, and then I find it funny because at one point they were like, "Oh man, James Harden is the best point guard," and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? They were calling him point guard and all this other stuff. Then he left. Okay, he left because he saw it wasn't going in the direction that it wanted to go. That's James Harden's MO. When he don't get his way, he leaves. Then he went to the Sixers. You know what I'm saying? We thinking everything was all good. Started off good in the beginning after all that friction that was going on with Brooklyn. And we'll talk about the playoffs now. Okay, we thinking, okay, everything good. You and Joel, y'all clicking. Then, oh Lord, here we go again. You get to the playoffs. You start. Oh man, you have a couple good games. Then next thing you know, you inefficient, turning the ball over. That's a fact. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. 23-point lead. Um, yeah, I like them when he had. Mikal did bring the best out of him. Mikal did, and it's funny. He had beef with Kevin McHale. How you gonna have beef? It seemed like he always has beef with the people that try to help him out the most. Daryl Morey, Daryl Morey did more for you than anybody. Look, he brought in Dwight Howard. He brought in CP3 for you. He brought in Russell Westbrook for you. Everything you asked for, he got you. You know what I'm saying? Like you got listen, let's just be real. This is some of their last ride. When we talk about Harden and when we talk about hey, I know that's my guy and everything, but Russ, when we talk about him, when we talk about even Paul George to a lesser extent, man, they're coming up at the twilight of trying to win a championship because the West is getting better every single year. Minnesota is on another level right now. Denver, people forget that they won the championship. That's what I was telling Mario earlier. Harden ran off Dwight Howard, CP3, and he called Cousins and Wall. Yeah, bums. Yeah, Yeah, man. Now, Boogie Cousins up in there balling in China. Harden got a problem with looking in the mirror. Nah, he got a problem with eating them daggone donuts and messing with them strippers and hanging with little baby too much. You know what I'm saying? Coming in out of shape and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But see, it's only a matter of time because I'm gonna wait for it, and hopefully they prove me wrong. But that's why some people, they'll look at the Clippers and they don't take them serious. But a lot of the Clippers fans on here, they be getting so mad. They get mad at the fact that okay, we bring up the curse, but it's the truth. And look, my squad ain't no better because I say the same thing about Joel Embiid and the 76ers. It never fails. It's something always happening. It's just like with CP3. It never fails. He always getting hurt every single playoff. But yeah, man. Hey guys, man, it's been good rocking with y'all. Let me do the roll call up in here, man. Ted, True the King, man. Make sure y'all go sub to True the King's channel. Um, definitely popping over there. Uh, Brown Sugar always. Ted, be nice. Appreciate y'all coming through, man. Chopping it up with y'all. I'll be back um in the morning. I do a live. I got a couple more videos dropping too. Make sure y'all like this, share this video too as well. Hit them notifications too, so that you're notified every time I drop. Until then, it's straight to the point. Sports and entertainment, man. I'm gonna get at y'all later, man.